We are back with you now on Wave Listens Live, and Larry Weiss is here waving
Hello,
at you.
children.
From Elder Advisors, of course. Amy Wheatley still with us as well, attorney from Stein Law, and Doug York joining us now, accountant
Hello,
from
Doug.
DM. Hello. And thank you, Doug, for joining us here.
Thank you for having me.
We've got some questions we're going to send your way here in just a second, specific to accounting. But Larry, back to you because the workshops are upcoming. We've got to get those details in.
Next week, it is workshop week for Elder Advisors. Monday, we'll be at the Hilton Garden Inn on Crittenden Drive, right off exit 132 by Gate 4 at the fairgrounds. And Tuesday morning, we will be in Clarksville at the Hampton on Broadway, right off of Veterans Parkway. And of course, Wednesday, we're going up the river to, not that kind of up the river, we're going up the river to Madison in Jefferson County, Indiana at the Fairford Inn and Suites. And we've had a lot of response on the freeworkshop.com site where people register. So they do the Eventbrite and they register. So we're looking forward to a pretty good show this week. You know, the temperatures be a little moderate, so we're looking forward to it. And we're very happy to have Stein Law with Amy Whitley at the attorney for the workshops next week. Because, you know, when we tell people don't go broke in a nursing home, there's almost always a legal component. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a fireman. I'm not a CPA. I do the financial part, but to be successful in doing that, there's always bits and pieces of different components, almost always legal, almost often a CPA component, which we'll talk about in a minute with Doug York. But when we open up the workshops, Brian, I ask families 3 key questions. And I said, you don't have to be honest with me, but you have to be honest with yourself if you're going to get something out of this. Because, shocker alert, no one plans on failing. People fail to plan, Brian.
We got that quote down now.
Well, no thanks to you.
No thanks to me at all.
Man, you like jinxed me forever.
Butchered it last segment.
There's children crying because Uncle Larry messed up on live TV.
And they were ready to record that moment.
You're ready to mess me up again. So I asked families 3 key questions.
Okay.
How many people have a loved one in a nursing home about to go? Hands go up. That's crisis planning. We can help. Certainly the legal component there, because if it's husband and wife, we can keep pretty much all of the assets if you know the rules and exceptions, which we do. If it's a single person, we can protect about half of the assets, so we can help there. The second question is how many people have a loved one at home, getting some rehab. Maybe we're kind of spending nights with mom, kind of make sure she doesn't fall. If certain things don't plan out, we might have to look at placement. Hands go up. That's pre-crisis planning. There's certainly legal nuances and components we use with that on the financials to help navigate through the finances. And then the third key question, and I told the people in the audience, I said, if you're honest with yourself, all hands are going to go up and some will go up more than once. And so how many people simply want to avoid these problems, give themselves peace of mind, and protect their children? All the hands go up. That's pre-planning, and we always need Amy at Stein Law to help with that.
Okay.
Because that's pre-planning.
That's pre-planning. And then, of course, that's where you come in, as Larry mentioned, not an attorney. You can take care of those legal nuances. What's one of the big ones before we turn it over to Doug to talk about asset protection that you maybe get asked a lot at these workshops that you're able to answer right here and now?
Well, a lot of it is, you know, can I just put somebody's name on my checking account, or can I just put somebody's name on my house and that take care of it? And, you know, as I said, yeah, you can do that. But there are things that you need to be concerned about and you need to think about on down the road.
Okay, Doug, another great partner, obviously, with Elder Advisors. Let's talk about your role in asset protection for clients.
Well, we sit down with our clients and decide what assets they have and if they can transfer assets and the legal ways to transfer assets from a tax standpoint. We have a tax standpoint we have to worry about. We have a gift standpoint we have to worry about, estate. And then we also have Medicaid issues. So anybody can give up to $17,000 a year away. No estate tax, no income tax. It's not taxable to either party, but anything over $17,000 in a year, you must file a gift tax return. And that's for the protection of the recipient, because they're going to have money or property coming into their name. The gift tax return just explains to IRS that this is a legal transfer and that's what we're doing. So, and anybody can give up to, right now the law is set to $12,900,000 that anybody can give away in their lifetime. And most people that qualifies for. But in 2025, that expires and resets back to $5 million. So again, most people will be good in that situation, but again, there needs to be some planning. If something's coming about, something's happening in their life, there's changes. So,
speaking of planning, we've talked with Amy before about some of the things that people can do maybe before they meet with Elder Advisors, before they meet with her on the legal side, to be best prepared to go through this process. Same to you. Anything that people out there listening who plan on getting involved and being on top of this now should start working on the accounting side?
Yeah, I mean, again, you can give up to $17,000 a year away right now, and the index is up to $18,000 for 2024. But for Medicaid, any gift you give away can go back and look back and then cause an issue for Medicaid. So from the prospect of planning, especially if there's a nursing home or a medical issue, that becomes an issue. So gifts that you've given away in the last few years, again, you don't have to pay estate or income tax on, but it can be brought back in for Medicaid purposes.
Yeah, and this knowledge, obviously, Larry, why you partner with folks in the community like
They're
the two
best.
of them, yeah, to help you through this.
Because fundamentally, no one plans on failing. People fail to plan. So at the workshop,
2 for 3.
are you keeping count?
I am now.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. Because people don't plan on failing, they fail to plan. So people think, well, I can give away the $15,000 or the $17,000 and be automatically eligible for Medicaid. Wrong. No, do not pass go, do not collect $200. That's the barbershop law. You know, that's where people are navigated, well-intentioned, at church or at the coffee club or whatever, and they hear all this stuff, and it's the wrong information. That's why, you know, we've been doing these workshops. I've lost track of how long we've been doing this, but I love what I do. I have a passion for this stuff, high energy. Love what look. I am living. I'm not existent. I'm blessed. There's 9 of us, plus myself, makes 10 at Elder Advisors. We're partnered with great attorneys at Steinlaw, DLMO Accounting. You're only as good as the people around you. Kudos to Steinlaw, DLMO Accounting, because I don't know everything. I'll be the first to admit that. But I sure like being able to say, you know what, I don't know that answer, but let's give Doug York at DLMO Accounting a question on this nuance. Well, what about this legal? Well, I'm not an attorney. We'll have Amy Wheatley take care of the legal. It just makes things so much easier when you can surround yourself with top talent. And it just makes everybody's job a lot easier, and I think gives the clients peace of mind when they come to the workshops and realize what we're doing for them.
Have somebody with this type of passion on your team helping you with your asset protection. All right, hit the workshop one last time.
We're back. Monday, October 9th, Hilton Garden Inn in Louisville at 10 a.m., right off exit 132 on I-65. Tuesday morning, we go north of the river. We're in Clarksville, 10 a.m., Hampton Inn on Broadway off Veterans. And Wednesday, we're going up to Jefferson County, Indiana, and Madison at the Fairfoot Inn and Suites at 10 a.m. And we're delighted to have Amy Wheatley from Steinlaw be the guest speaker attorney at those workshops, making herself available for the legal nuances.
All right. Well, Larry, Amy, and Doug, great to see all 3 of you. I know the workshops will be fantastic. They always
Go to
are.
freeworkshop.com, 855-LARRY-55. It answers all of your questions.
All right. Can't wait to have you back here with a jacket next time.
Wow, that's good.
I saved it for the end.
Touche.
I saved it for the end.
Very good,
It's okay.
Brian.
He'll burn me next time.
Never.
Stay with us here on Wave Listens Live. We've got another important segment coming your way next. The Alzheimer's Association here talking about the walk to end Alzheimer's.